I'm back at it again. You know what time it is, guys. It's another episode of All Smoke, All 32 with Aaron Givens. Now, I finished the week off 10-6, putting me at 36-26. I feel personally I could do a little better, but for my first time doing my YouTube channel and trying to showcase my skill in knowing the game, I think I'm doing all right. Um, you know, it's definitely looking like it's going to be another tough week with some great games ahead of us. And I always start off with apologizing to the teams that I thought that were going to lose, but they didn't. So Vikings, good job holding it together and beating the Saints in a close one. Uh, in London, that was an amazing game. I'm glad I got up early and watched that one. The Cowboys figuring still out a way to beat teams with their backup and proving that they can honestly be a contender in the NFC. The Jets, honestly surprising me and having Zach Wilson come in after being out and just like he never skipped a beat and finding people open, making right decisions and beating the Steelers. Impressive win by the Jets. Um, Chargers. I'm not surprised you beat us. I thought Herbert wasn't going to play. That's my excuse. But it just simply looks like the winless Texans, the only team in the league that does not have a win, is going to have a very long season. The woes of being a Texans fan. Packers, my upset pick almost got right. They just eked away in overtime. Just like how I knew the Pats were going to do, they were going to come out and compete. They weren't just going to let the Packers just throw and run all over them. They came to play. Of course, a Belichick team did, just couldn't find the promised land. Apologize to the Packers. Chiefs. I got to stop picking against the Chiefs. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't have anything against Patrick. I know he's great. I'm one of the people that was saying, hey, just because Hill is gone, that doesn't change anything, and I'm not picking them. Apologize to the Chiefs. Great win on Sunday night. But hey, I got those Bengals, those Eagles still undefeated, the only undefeated team in the NFL, like I said they will be. The Falcons coming away with the win against the Browns, like I said they will. I don't know why people seen the Browns come. Man, listen, Falcons actually got a decent team with Mariota at the helm. Giants getting out the win, showing that they honestly could compete in the NFC to possibly get a wild card spot. You never know. Seahawks, good win. Bills, showing that they honestly are the team to beat and playing tough and beating a tough Ravens team. Good win, Bills. Cardinals, Kyler Murray is back. Raiders, you finally got the win, Raiders. Yes, sir. Titans, good job, I guess. And not last but not least, those Niners getting the win. And everybody thought on Monday Night Football they couldn't do it. I knew they could do it. Good job, Niners. So here we go. Tail of the tape. Thursday Night Football. Two teams that honestly look like they could be pretty good going into the season, and they are just not finding it. We have the Colts visiting the Broncos, and it just seems like it's only getting kind of worse for these teams injury wise. Taylor is out with the high spring. And the thing about with Taylor is, Wright was talking about how he was going to kind of limit Taylor coming into the season. And if I'm not mistaken, he had about 30 carries against the Texans the first game. If you keep workhorsing these running backs, injuries are gonna happen. I understand the man is great, but make your quarterback step up and make some more throws. Throw some PA in there if he's really consistently running the ball that good. You're just some of these coaches are running these running backs into the ground. Blackman safety big for the Colts. Leonard concussion in the last game, short week, not gonna be able to come. I really feel bad for Leonard. I really hope this can all shake off and we can really see a great linebacker, even though I don't care for the Colts. But geez, just an amazing, amazing talent at the linebacker position. And I really, really pray for Leonard and hope everything is well and he could come back and be a force in the league. Now, Denver's injuries even out things in the sense where, Williams is unfortunately out for the year and placed on IR. That's going to be huge in the run game. Wilson does not have. Gordon is kind of shaken up, but the fact that he consistently has fumbled the ball is a big question mark coming in tonight's game with a tough, tough Colts defense. You have Menarez, the guard is out, and it's going to be tough for Russell. Have to throw over some extra protection for him over in that side. And then you have Locke, the safety, that is also out for your Denver Broncos. Both of these teams coming in tied up. It's 14-14 even in the history of them meeting each other. You got Frank Wright in his fourth year trying to really show that he should be the coach to stay for the Indianapolis Colts and that can take them to the promised land, understanding his quarterback issues, having Andrew Luck, not having Andrew Luck. Now he's going through two vet quarterbacks. Hackett, really from what I hear, people are tired of hearing, okay, we got this, we're just a step closer, we're just a step closer. Well, everybody's saying, hey, how many more step closers are you going to get? I mean, Russell even coming up to the podium and basically saying, hey, we're right there. We just got to click the gap. But without your guard and without your running back who actually holds on to the ball, Denver might be in trouble at home tonight. They're facing against the sixth best defense when it comes down to yards per game. That means that the Colts are only allowing 80-ish yards per game. That's impressive when it comes down to teams averaging out and putting things together, because teams are getting short fields on the Colts due to field position and whatnot. So them giving up a certain amount of points is only due to the field position and what happens in those games. But they are rarely giving up yards, which is huge. And Russell not having a consistent run game mixed in with still trying to figure everything out and only scoring over 20 points one game, and that's to a loss to a Raiders team who finally got their first win on the Broncos. I understand it's Russell Wilson. I understand that it's Chubb and the awesome defense, but you got to remember Gregory is out too for the Broncos. So it looks like they're only going to really be sending one side of pressure to whichever side Chubb is at. And looking at the Colts, they can be in trouble to the fact that Denver's pass defense is pretty solid. And even though they kind of gave up some yards to Adams and crew, they might be facing just a little less talent in Pittman, but the kid could run down the sideline and catch a fade at any given moment, and which is a game changer. But Ryan holding the ball, not finding his reads half the time, and taking critical sacks can also be a factor. But really looking into this game and understanding that the Colts only have one game that they did not play in the division, and it was the Chiefs, and they beat them, that's huge. That means that they know how to stop a run game. They know how to stop a pass game. Division is always different with them being one tie and two losses in their division right now. Takes a couple games to click. Takes a couple moments to figure things out. And I can't stand them, but I'm going with them. You got to give me the Colts in a close one, 28-21. Points will be scored. Both sides going to have to figure each other out due to some of the missing pieces. And it's going to be a great Thursday night matchup that I don't think many are going to expect to watch. That's all I have for this episode of All Smoke, All 32 with Aaron Givens. And I'll check you out for my week 5 picks. See ya.